Makkah was a city built of stone, but its people's hearts were harder than the rocks they lived upon. The leaders of the Quraysh gathered, fueled by arrogance and disbelief. They held the remains of the dead and mocked the very idea of a creator.
They asked, "Who can give life to these rotten bones after they have become dust?"
To them, death was the end. To them, the prophet was nothing but a dreamer.
They called him a liar! They gathered in their circles to plot against the truth, calling the divine revelation nothing but a fairy tale from the ancients. Their hearts were locked by their own pride, anchored in the world they could see.
Blinded by their own arrogance from the divine light standing right before them. But against their mockery, a divine truth descended from the heavens, answering the question that has haunted the hearts of the arrogant for ages. Allah responded, "He will give them life who produced them the first time." For the one who created the miracle of life from nothing can surely do it again.
Welcome to Islamic Road English 1. Please watch the video until the end and be sure to like and subscribe to our channel.
And He is, of all creation, the all-knowing Creator. The heart of the Quran had spoken, the night of the Hijrat, a night where time seemed to stand still, heavy with a deadly conspiracy. The enemies of the message gathered in the shadows, their hearts filled with darkness and iron intent. Swords were drawn, sharpened for a crime that the heavens would never allow. They waited for the perfect moment. They thought they had trapped the light, but they forgot that Allah is the best of planners. Death was at the door, but the heart of the Quran was about to unveil a miracle that would baffle the world. Then, the moment of truth arrived. The door opened, not with fear, but with the calm of a mountain. He stepped out into the den of his enemies, his heart anchored by the word of Allah. Reciting the sacred, miraculous verses of Surah Yaseen, he took a simple handful of dust, and as he scattered the earth, a divine decree was written in the very air they breathed. A divine veil fell over their eyes. They had eyes, but they could not see the light passing right before them. They stood with swords raised and hearts full of hate, yet they were anchored in a stillness they could not break. They were there, breathing the same air, standing inches away, but they saw nothing. The heart of the Quran stood as an impenetrable shield, protecting its messenger from the darkness of the world. With the peace of the heavens in his heart, he walked away from the trap, leaving his enemies to guard a shadow. He walked into the night, guided by the light of revelation, toward a journey that would change the course of history forever. Yasin, two mysterious letters that stand at the threshold of a divine ocean of wisdom. These are the Muqatta'at, the shortened letters, whose true essence is known only to the Creator. They serve as a powerful alarm to the sleeping soul, a sudden wake-up call to the human conscience, a divine signal to every listener. Pay attention, listen with your heart, for the King of all kings is about to speak. A call to the distracted mind to stop and witness the ultimate truth hidden within the heart of the Quran, by the wise Quran, filled with the secrets of the heavens and the earth. You, O Muhammad, are indeed among those sent as messengers to mankind, standing as a beacon of guidance, chosen by the Lord of the worlds, firmly established upon the only path that is straight and true. A path carved by divine wisdom, leading the soul from the shadows of doubt into the presence of the eternal. But for those who refuse the light, a different destiny awaits, a prison of their own making. Allah describes their souls as if heavy iron collars are bound to their necks, reaching up to their very chins. Their heads are forced up, locked in a position of eternal pride. They have eyes, but they cannot see the truth standing before them. Unable to look down, they miss the miracles beneath their feet. They are blind to the signs of their Lord that cover the earth. They are prisoners of their own arrogance, veiled by walls of shadow, while the light of revelation passes them by. Long ago, in a time of idols and stone, there stood a city named Antioch, grand in sight, but poor in spirit. To this city, 2 messengers were sent by the Almighty, carrying a message of light to a people living in darkness. They did not come with armies or gold, but with a truth that challenged the foundations of the city's pride. They entered the court of the king, standing fearlessly before a power that thought itself untouchable. They called the king to worship the one true God, but the king, blinded by his throne, was filled with rage.
You are but humans like us. No revelation has been sent. You are nothing but liars.
The city rejected them. They were threatened with stones and death. Their mission seemed to falter against the wall of disbelief. But Allah does not leave His truth unsupported. When the 2 were rejected, a 3rd messenger joined them, sent to strengthen the call and to bear witness that the promise of Allah is true. 3 voices, 1 message. Indeed, we are messengers sent to you. They looked at the messengers and saw not guidance, but a threat to their comfort. The truth had been presented, but instead of light, the people chose the shadow of their own ego.
You are but humans like us. You eat what we eat. You walk where we walk.
They could not comprehend how the divine could choose someone as simple as a man to speak for the heavens. Their superstition took over. They saw the messengers as a bad omen, a curse upon their ancient ways.
You bring us bad luck. Every drought, every misfortune is because of you.
They threatened the messengers with a painful punishment, their hearts thirsting for violence. The warning was clear: stop your message, or the stones will speak for us. The messengers replied, "Your bad omen is within yourselves. Is it because you are reminded of the truth?" The city was on the brink of a terrible crime, deaf to the wisdom and blind to the light. Then, from the city's edge, where the humble and the poor lived, a man came running. Then, from the city's edge, where the humble and the poor lived, a man came running. He did not carry a sword, nor did he wear a crown. He was not a king, nor was he a warrior. Through the noise of the world and the greed of the markets, he pushed forward. He carried something more powerful than iron.
He saw the light of the messengers under threat, and he knew his life was a small price to pay for the message of his Lord.
He threw himself into the storm, a lone voice of reason in a sea of madness.
O my people, follow the messengers. Follow those who ask for no reward from you. They seek no gold, no power, no praise. He challenged their logic. They are rightly guided, and they only wish for you to be guided too.
In a city that worshipped stone and status, he offered them the beauty of a soul that had finally found its home.
He was a man of pure, unshakable faith. A man whose heart had been set on fire by the truth.
They thought they were destroying a man, unaware that they were only freeing a soul from its cage. As the world grew dark around him, the gates of the heavens swung wide open. They silenced his voice on earth, but his smile spoke 1,000 words of a peace they would never know. His journey on the dusty roads of Antioch had ended, but his true life was just beginning. His soul was greeted by the heavens. As the dust of the world fell away, a voice of ultimate majesty echoed through the dimensions. As the dust of the world fell away, a voice of ultimate majesty echoed through the dimensions. He was told by the guardians of the light, "Enter paradise. Enter into the peace you defended on earth." He stood by rivers of crystal, where time does not exist, and where every breath is a celebration of the divine.
In that moment of supreme success, his heart did not fill with pride or vengeance. Instead, he looked back at the world he left behind, anxious. He sighed with a beauty that only an inhabitant of Jannah could possess. "I wish my people knew."
But for the city that rejected the light and spilled the blood of the innocent, justice was already descending. It did not require an army of iron. It did not require a long war of attrition. In a heartbeat, the arrogance of man was shattered. The noise of their rebellion was silenced by the command of their Lord. But for the city that rejected the light and spilled the blood of the innocent, justice was already descending.
Antioch was gone, turned into silence, left as a sign for all who think they are greater than the one who created them.
Look at the dead earth, silent, dry, and abandoned. But then, the mercy of the heavens descends in a single drop of rain.
We revive it. We breathe life into what was once dust, making the soil vibrate with hidden strength. We revive it. We breathe life into what was once dust, making the soil vibrate with hidden strength. Breathe. Is this not life from death? If he can bring beauty from the dust of the field,
Behold the sun, a furnace of unimaginable power, hanging in the silence of the deep. It does not wander. It runs its course toward a fixed destination, determined by the Almighty. A calculated journey, measured with a precision that governs the seasons and the days. And for the moon, we have ordained stages to a perfect, glowing orb, lighting the way for the night traveler. Until it returns once more, thin and curved, like the withered, shriveled branch of an old palm tree. It is not permitted for the sun to overtake the moon. Each has its boundaries. Nor does the night outpace the day. They follow one another in a rhythm of perfect obedience. Nor does the night outpace the day. They follow one another in a rhythm of perfect obedience. All of them, the stars, the planets, the lights of the sky, swim along in their own designated orbits. A celestial dance of order, a sign for those who think, a harmony that speaks of the one who holds it all together. Glory to him who programmed the very foundations of existence in perfect balance. He created all things in pairs. From the building blocks of life that you can see, to the botanical wonders that spring from the dry earth beneath your feet. Look at the creatures that walk, swim, and fly. None are alone. Each has a counterpart. Each is a witness to a design that abhors isolation
and celebrates companionship. And even in your own souls, He created the yearning for your other half.
He created pairs in the earth, within yourselves, and in things you do not yet know. The known and the unknown, the visible and the hidden, all are bound by the same divine law. A signature of the Creator written in every cell and every star. Glory be to the One who made the universe a mirror of His oneness through the beauty of the pair.
The meeting is at 2, right?
Yes, don't be late again.
Did you see the new designs on the big screen?
How could you guarantee the returns with this volatility? I told you the market would shift. We have to sell immediately before it drops further.
But the promise of Allah is near, closer than the breath they draw. It will not be a slow warning. It will overtake them in a heartbeat, while they are still disputing, while they are still plotting their tomorrows. In that moment, the market will close forever. The disputes will lose their meaning. The heavens will open, and a light more powerful than 1,000 suns will fill the horizon. There is no escape to the buildings of glass, no refuge in the wealth they gathered. A single command: stop. And the clock of the world is broken by the hand of the Creator. The stage is set. The time of work is over. The stage is set. The time of work is over. The second trumpet sounds. The earth, which had kept its secrets for eons, is commanded to yield its burden. From every corner of the world, from every era of time, they will rush from their graves, driven by an invisible force toward a destination they once denied.
Woe to us! Who has raised us from our place of sleep?
The truth they called a fairy tale is now the only reality.
On that day, the tongue, the instrument of 1,000 lies, will be silenced forever.
That day, we seal their mouths. The power of speech is taken back by the one who gave it. Panic fills the heart that once thought it could hid its secrets in the shadows of the world.
But silence does not mean there is no witness, for the very body will turn against the soul.
But silence does not mean there is no witness, for the very body will turn against the soul.
Their hands will speak to us. Every act, every touch, and every crime, they will testify to the truth they tried to bury, forced by the command of the All-Knowing.
And their feet will bear witness. Every step taken toward darkness, every path chosen in rebellion,
the very earth they walked upon, and the feet that carried them will testify to where they went and what they earned. A symphony of truth where no lie can survive. A courtroom where the witnesses are the criminals themselves.
The secrets of the soul are laid bare. For on this day, there is no judge but Allah, and no evidence but the absolute truth.
Does man not see? Does he not look back at the very beginning of his existence? He began as a mere drop of fluid, a humble, microscopic spark in the darkness of the womb.
From that drop, we crafted the heartbeat. We wove the veins and breathed life into the silent clay. Yet, having been given life and strength, he becomes an open opponent. He stands tall and dares to argue with his creator. He forgets his origin while bringing us examples of his own logic. But the one who made him once will surely make him again. He does not need years to build. He does not need tools to craft. He is the architect of the impossible. His command is only this. When he intends a thing, he says, QNBE. And it is. The universe is but a reflection of a single word from the Lord of Majesty. So glory to him, the creator of the heavens and the earth, in whose hand is the absolute dominion over all things.
Every soul, every star, and every heartbeat belongs to him.
Welcome to Islamic Road English 1. Please watch the video until the end and be sure to like and subscribe to our channel.